Hi friends, today is 15th September and this is a video on 18th chapter of Right to Recall Party Manifesto. Right to Recall Party Manifesto you can download, and I request you to download from rahulmehta.com/301.htm. I'll repeat, rahulmehta.com/301.htm. And this 18th chapter is on why I oppose donations for Right to Recall movement. See, please note that this chapter is specific to Right to Recall. It may or may not apply on other NGOs. I am not saying that no NGO in India should take donations. Donations are very much legal, and if anyone wants to take, fine. But as far as Right to Recall movement goes, I do not see any need to take donations, and then I'll tell you minus points of taking donation, and that will explain why I oppose donation. First of all, when I say I oppose donation, does not mean that I oppose contribution. In fact, I do ask people to contribute. I ask people to contribute time, as well as I ask them to contribute material, which it will include expenses. How? That they can print Right to Recall pamphlets, which will be at their cost, give newspaper advertisements, hold small meetings. So when they are holding small meetings, some expenses will be there, like tea, coffee, etc. So I very much ask volunteers to spend money in promoting Right to Recall movement. The biggest is newspaper advertisement, which will cost lakhs and lakhs and lakhs. How many lakhs I will not tell you. Different newspapers have different rate, etc. You will have to call them. I have spent lakhs of rupees in advertisement. How many lakhs, again I will not tell you, because I don't talk about money. And if the advertisement expense is too high, let us say if it is 1 lakh rupee and an activist says that, oh well, I can contribute only 2,000, I can contribute only 5,000, then I will request the activist to form a team of 20-50 activists. Each one takes a contribution, directly writes a check in the name of newspaper, and then they give the advertisement in newspaper. So there is a difference between contribution and donation. See, where is the difference? Most political parties such as BJP, Congress, or this Anna party, or India Against Corruption, Anna's so-called non-electoral organizations or whatever, what they tell activists is that directly send us money, and then we will send you pamphlet, we will sell you Anna cap and all that thing. The approach is drastically different. I categorically say to all activists that do not give any money to me, do not give any money to any other activist, directly contribute yourself. For example, this is Right to Recall pamphlet. These are some of the Right to Recall pamphlet. So what I will tell activists is that you can download the PDF from the web and either make Xeroxes or offset. This pamphlet will cost about 2 rupees in offset press in quantity of 1,000. So directly spend 2,000 rupees there and distribute the pamphlet. Now what if somebody wants to spend only 200 or 500? In that case, I'll request that you 4 or 5 activists get together. Together you contribute 2,000, 3,000 and then get 1,000 copies printed. Or in worst case scenario, let us say somebody has printed 5,000 copies. Then you meet him and say that here is 100 rupees and I want 50 copies, in which case you are not really giving donation. You are directly buying the material from him. And if you are buying material at the cost, for example, if the pamphlet printing cost is 2 rupee and you are buying 100 pamphlet at the cost of 200 rupees, then you are not really donating any money. You are only paying for the material. Similarly, newspaper advertisements, I request you to directly give newspaper advertisements. So that way, you are writing postcard. I request everyone to write postcards by randomly selecting voters from voter list. That first selection should be random, and then after that, no more randomization. First selection should be random, then no more randomization. So you pick the voter from the voter list and send pamphlets to them. So that way the voter list will cost you some money. If you do not want to buy entire voter list, then what you can do is that you can go to political party office and Xerox 50-100 pages. Again, that will cost you money. But at no point you are giving money to me or any central office bearer, then he is sending you all the material to all over India. Now, why is that I oppose donations? Main reason is that in the movement, if persons are taking donations, then the movement will be led and controlled by the donors. It is not possible. In theory it can happen, but let us not talk about all that ideal situations, that somebody gives donation of 50 lakh or 1 crore rupees and then he says, okay, fine, you can do whatever you like, I don't want any control over the movement. If he is donating money, he will ask for control in return, and persons who have crores and crores of rupees to donate, how many of them will like right to recall? Answer is less than 0.1%. Now what about this 0.1%? Should we take donations from them? Answer is that no, because they are heavily dependent on others. All the elite men means the person who is in top 10,000, 15,000 individuals in India, they are so much dependent on each other that tomorrow suppose Mukesh Ambani decides to right to recall, he cannot. Because the people who are next in command, other elite men, they will immediately dethrone him, that fine, we are putting you as our leader, we are putting you as our top person. But that does not mean that you can take an agenda which hurts our interest. Second, right to recall group has a proposal called as right to recall Supreme Court judges. Now Supreme Court judges, every elite man is afraid of them, means Supreme Court judges also depend on elite men for money, for their relative lawyers, betterment, as well as the elite has control over media, and through media they can damage the reputation of Supreme Court judges. But at the same time, no elite man will be willing to take a head-on collision, head-on fight with a Supreme Court judge, because lot of their cases are pending in Supreme Court, and if Supreme Court judges decide to give the verdict against their cases, they can suffer a lot of damages. Second, we have real answers to real questions. So one of the real question is that how are you going to improve police, court, military? So real answer is that we will impose wealth tax and also get rid of VAT and service tax and all that, because they are regressive taxes. I have explained them in chapter 26 on taxation in detail, chapter 25 or 26. Now wealth tax again goes against the interest of the elite man. So because of wealth tax proposal is another reason why elite men will not like this movement. So there are two reasons. One, elite men do not like right to recall laws, they hate right to recall laws. Second, moment we take donations, the elite men will decide that what should be the items in your agenda. So they will say, okay, cut out right to recall PM, cut out right to recall Supreme Court judge, cut out right to recall Doordarshan chairman. Because paid media men, all this paid journalist, paid columnist, paid editor, they don't like right to recall Doordarshan chairman proposal, because if right to recall over Doordarshan chairman comes, then Doordarshan will start reporting all the important truth. In that case, the media will not get money for not reporting important truth. Today, the major income source of all this paid journalist and paid columnist and paid editor is about not reporting important fact. But once one media, say Doordarshan, that too which has reach of almost 100%, starts reporting all the important information, all the important truth, then everybody will know the important truth. So why would anybody pay money for not reporting the truth? I'll give you one example, that August 2012, there was riot between Bangladeshi infiltrators and Bodo. And about 2 to 3 lakh Bodos were forced to evacuate their home. 40-50 died or maybe more. And thousands and thousands, about 40 to 50,000 Bodo homes were burnt. All newspapers, if you read, none of the newspaper wrote Bangladeshi infiltrator or Muslim Bangladeshi infiltrator. They all wrote as Bangla Bhashi settlers. See, Bangla Bhashi. So there is a difference between Bangladesh Bhashi and Bangladeshi. Bangla Bhashi can be a legitimate Indian citizen from West Bengal. But if you say Bangladeshi, then it is clear that he is illegal immigrant. So the word should have been illegal Bangladeshi infiltrator. But no newspaper wrote it. Why? Because they were paid by Saudi Arabia not to write it. And they also, but now if Doordarshan reports that news, then everybody will get that news. So why waste money in not writing that fact? So, right to recall Doordarshan chairman is a proposal that every media man, every journalist, every columnist and every editor hates. And rich people cannot afford to offend all these journalists en masse. They can offend one journalist, two journalists. But they cannot take a proposal which is cutting the throat and cutting the stomach and cutting the economic income of rank and file of journalist, rank and file of editor, rank and file of columnist. Therefore, most rich people in India are anyway afraid of right to recall, and therefore they are not going to give us donations anyway. Second important fact I will give at my personal request, that it is also my personal personality that I don't like to take donations. I don't like to take obligations. For this reason, finally I say that right to recall is for India. Why should I do sin of taking a donation for the betterment of country or for a betterment of anything? If somebody wants to do good for country, if he says that okay, here is 10 lakh rupees, so why you are giving me 10 lakh rupees? So that you can give advertisements for right to recall law draft. So I say fine, here is the advertisements, let me know what changes you want me to make, I'll make the changes, and then you directly give money to newspaper and get the advertisement printed. Why insist that the money must be routed through me? So that way, anybody who wants to contribute to the movement, he will not be handicapped by the fact that we are not taking donation, because we are suggesting him 10 ways by which he can directly contribute. He can directly get this offset printed. For example, if somebody says, oh, I don't have time to draft all these things, I don't have time to find the PDF and mirror PDF are already there on my website, you can download them. Oh fine, I don't have time to contact the offset person. Okay fine, I'll find you an offset person. Just call him, he will come to your office, he will show you paper sample, he will give you an estimate, give him the check. Within 2-3 days he will deliver you the copy. Oh fine, I don't have time to distribute the copies, no problem. Get the copies delivered to your office. I'll ask 50 volunteers to come to your office. Each volunteer will take 100, 200, 500 pamphlet and distribute on his own. So I will tell you, there are endless ways by which I can tell you how you can spend money on right to recall campaign without one activist giving money to another activist, be me or anyone else. So that way right to recall can progress without donation. So I request you not to take donation, not to give donation in the name of right to recall. If anybody is taking donation in the name of right to recall, if anybody is taking donation in the name of right to recall, he is not one of us. He might be belonging to Anna's group or he might be belonging to any group, but he is not one of us. So I request all not to ask for donations. I request all not to give donations. I request all to contribute, to directly give material contribution to this right to recall movement. Thank you.